Back at it with another YouTube video. It's your boy YG, and today we're gonna react to these moments were not supposed to happen. WWE Royal Rumble 2025. Let's get right into the video.
18 moments that weren't supposed to happen in the 2025 Royal Rumble. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification our new videos on. Number 1. Gunther in the Rumble. And before the 2025 Royal Rumble even went on the air, a social media post left fans very confused and bewildered. WWE would post a video of Gunther arriving at the arena, and the caption would claim that Gunther was in the Rumble matchup. Whilst the reigning world champion has entered the Rumble match before, take for instance Brock Lesnar in 2020, it's usually marketed way in advance. WWE randomly adding Gunther into the matchup with 3 hours notice would have been an extremely odd move. After the post received significant attention on social media, WWE would amend the post and remove any mention of the world champion entering the matchup. This was evidently a botch from the social media team, and they were likely reprimanded for the slip-up. Number 2. Pat McAfee shatters PG.
So I'm guessing he was in the Rumble without them, saying that he's in it.
Now, although WWE have been pushing the boundaries of PG over the past 12 months, the company is still firmly cemented as a PG product. But with that being said, during the pre-show for the 2025 Rumble, Pat McAfee made a comment that was clearly unscripted and may lead to key sponsors sending in a few complaints. Michael Cole would mention McAfee lasting 38 seconds in his prior Rumble appearance, and McAfee hilariously responded by saying, "My wife would be pumped." Cole bursted out.
Wow. I did not even. Did I even watch the pre-show? Nah, I don't even think I even watched the pre-show.
Laughing, and the comedic timing was on point from McAfee. Obviously, this is a remark that isn't exactly appropriate for a PG presentation. Hopefully McAfee avoids any backlash from WWE management, as it is just a minor joke after all. Number 3. Carmelo Hayes is livid. During the Royal Rumble pre-show, SmackDown star Carmelo Hayes would be interviewed by Peter Rosenberg, and during the interview, Hayes had to stop what he was doing and call Rosenberg out for holding the microphone too close to his mouth. Hayes looked legitimately seething, and in an awkward moment, Rosenberg actually ended the interview early and apologized to the former NXT champion. Now, this made for an uncomfortable
He had the microphone too close.
watch. Seeing Hayes' facial expressions change was unsettling to say the very least. It was likely that Rosenberg was informed to move on and abandon the interview when it became obvious that he really wasn't impressed with Rosenberg's interview skills. Number 4. The AEW World Title. Now, hilariously, during the pre-show, a fan in the crowd kept holding up a replica of the AEW World Title. The fan knew exactly where the camera was, and the AEW World Title managed to appear in the shot numerous times throughout the broadcast. The WWE eventually caught on to the fact that they were showing the rival
They probably was trying to. What are they doing about it?
promotion's world title and would then change camera angles. Now, this is the type of thing that would have made Vince McMahon furious in the old era of WWE. And if this was the old era of WWE, then the title wouldn't have been allowed into the stadium itself, as who wants to show their own competition's world title? Number 5. Lack of a countdown. One of the main elements of the Royal Rumble match is the fan interaction elements.
Did you guys like the element of them adding, when someone gets eliminated, it shows eliminated by on like the bottom of the screen? Did you guys like that effect added?
Unfortunately, during the first few minutes of the Women's Rumble match, WWE failed to place the countdown on the screen for the fans, and this naturally led to a ton of boos. WWE often makes this mistake during Rumble matches, and it's alarming that this is a botch that occurs virtually every year. You would have thought they got their shit together by now. Number 6. Screen graphics blunders. WWE would debut new screen graphics during the Women's Royal Rumble match. They were located at the bottom of the screen and did provide viewers with stats and respective countdowns.
I would said 18 moments that were not supposed to happen.
Fan reception to the graphics has been mixed, with a lot of fans believing them to be insanely distracting, and some fans have even labeled them as ugly. WWE would even make some typos on the graphics with notable misspellings, including an incorrect spelling of Tiffany Stratton.
I think that's what I was just talking about. The thing that they added on the bottom, like eliminated by.
Now, it's appreciated that WWE did try something new and unique, but it didn't seem to work. It would be a smart move for the concept to be scrapped for next year's event, or at least make it less distracting. Number 7. Lyra's attire malfunction. As Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria started a Rumble
seen that was probably like Eva Marie or I'm not sure.
Rumble Quest, she delivered a picture-perfect fisherman suplex. However, the talented star unfortunately suffered an attire malfunction. Thankfully, thanks to Liv Morgan, who managed to shove her onto the other side of the ring, Valkyrie was able to recover quickly and was able to continue the match as planned. Just shows what a pro Liv is in the ring. Number 8. Zoe Stark slips. Zoe Stark loves a springboard move, and when she went for a springboard move in the Women's Rumble, she awkwardly slipped. Luckily, she recovered, but she did have a weird landing. Stark managed to turn the move into a clothesline, but it was unclear what the move Stark had initially planned to deliver. Number 9. Messy ending. One of the final key spots of the Women's Royal Rumble saw Nia Jax eliminate a range of women including Io Sky and Bianca Belair. The issue was that this spot was poorly executed and it wasn't exactly clear if this was a planned spot or it was a completely botched one. Most of the names that were eliminated weren't even mentioned, and it looked like some of the names, particularly Belair, slipped up on the apron. It was an ambitious spot and it was going to be difficult to execute perfectly. Number 10. Nikki Bella's return. A WWE would show fans in the VIP section reacting to Nikki Bella's return, and in an awkward moment, nobody really reacted.
So I'm guessing it is actually 18 moments.
The fans looked completely bored out of their mind. As this was live footage, WWE couldn't exactly edit the live reactions, and it was probably a case that these fans were expecting AJ Lee as number 30 in.
Actually, I mean, I was kind of shocked with her returning. If you guys check out my live reactions video of my Royal Rumble, I did a live stream, but I'm not sure if she's gonna be part-time, full-time. I'm thinking she's gonna be like part-time probably.
Instead, that definitely would have got a reaction. Number 11. Missed spot. The 2 out of 3 falls match got off to a difficult start as the main spot which led to the first fall was botched. DIY delivered a spot where Gargano would pretend to tag Ciampa, but this was completely missed on camera and the WWE commentary team were even confused. When the 1-2-3 occurred, the fans didn't remotely react as it wasn't clear what exactly happened. Number 12. The commercials. Due to Netflix being a worldwide platform, certain regions need to have ad reads cut out.
I was streaming mine on Peacock and there was a lot of advertisements.
WWE haven't exactly mastered this as they landed on the platform last month, and WWE only cut half of the ad reads off the broadcast. This happened during the Wingstop ad read and led to an awkward few minutes. Number 13. Powerbomb onto the ladder. One of the most terrifying spots in the Cody Rhodes vs Kevin Owens ladder match saw Rhodes receive a powerbomb onto a prone ladder, and there was no nice way to take this bump. However, Rhodes took it in the worst way as he didn't take a flat back bump and instead
this match was brutal.
Took it on his shoulder. There was legitimate concern on commentary for Rhodes' neck, but it looks like most of the impact was on the right side of the WWE Champion's body. Number 14. We Can't Hear You. Just before the Men's Royal Rumble went ahead, WWE cut to Joe Tessitore and Big E discussing the upcoming match. But there was one major issue with this: their microphones weren't even on, so it was impossible to hear what they were saying. When the audio switched back to Michael Cole, Cole didn't clarify what the duo was saying, so it couldn't have been that important. Number 15. Did both feet touch the floor? There was discourse on social media relating to Penta in the Men's Royal Rumble match. Penta was involved in a spot where one of his feet was supposed to touch the floor, however...
See, everyone was trying to figure out, did both feet touch the floor? I knew they were going to talk about this.
It looked like both feet accidentally touched the floor for a brief second. This was quickly addressed by the WWE commentary team, and it's not exactly clear from the still images if both feet touched the floor. An alternative camera angle is needed to confirm whether Penta botched the planned spot. Number 16. Botched landing. I was definitely concerned for Chad Gable in the Men's Royal Rumble match, as Gable had a horrible accident during the match. During a spot in the early stages, Rey Mysterio landed on his knees and Gable instantly began to scream in agony. Whilst it appeared that Gable was selling at first, he began to hobble throughout the match and even looked uncomfortable taking bumps. Hopefully Gable is okay, and if he's hurt from the botch, then hopefully it's nothing too serious and Gable won't miss any time away from WWE television. Number 17. Michael Cole's voice. Michael Cole was literally on life support by the end of the Royal Rumble, as it was clear he was losing his voice completely. Cole sounded like he had about 10 words left before his voice completely gave out. It was a miracle that he was able to call the closing moments of the show. Now, Cole losing his voice on a major PLE isn't anything new, as who can forget WrestleMania 35 when Cole could barely talk by the end of it, and he sounded like a completely different human being as his voice was.
And especially going to a wrestling event, you're gonna lose your voice. I had a headache. I think I wasn't feeling well the next day. You barely can talk because all the screaming, and it's just, yeah.
Was just that damaged, and Braun fails to catch Finn Balor. Braun Strowman was seen throwing a tantrum at ringside after he missed his scripted spot. Strowman was supposed to catch Finn Balor following Balor being AA.
I remember this too. Yup. He had AA'd him, and then I think I don't even know if Finn Balor's injured.
By John Cena, but Strowman was way too late for the spot and he failed to safely catch him. This was a rare outburst from Strowman and he should have known better, but mistakes always happen. But there you have it, folks.
Alright guys, these moments were not supposed to happen. WWE Royal Rumble 2025. I got more videos coming, stay tuned. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. Uriah out.